Hi guys, welcome to a new video. I'm Wilma. Today's video is an art vlog. There's gonna be some art making and then just like art related stuff. I made a painting for my partner's birthday of one of his favorite TV show characters, and then I also did a sketchbook spread. So there's gonna be some art making and then some like bits and bobs of art related things. To begin with, I'm gonna show you all the birthday gifts that I got that were art related, because they're just very cute and I wanted to share them. My birthday was at the beginning of August. I turned 24. I can also show y'all, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I made this self-portrait for my 24th birthday. I made this really quickly. It took me like 2 days or a day and a half, I don't know. I really like had to stress to finish it because I wasn't going to make anything, and then I was like, I kind of want to make something, so then I had to like rush to finish that. Anyway, we're gonna get into the video. Hope you'll enjoy this art vlog. See ya. Alright, hi guys. Today is August 10th. My birthday was 2 days ago, and I kind of just wanted to show a few of the things that I got because they're art related and very cute, and I just wanted to show you guys because they're really cute. So I asked my boyfriend for some stickers from Little Tiny Egg and Lee Ellickson, which are some of my favorite artists. I really wanted some of their stickers. So first up, I got this sticker from Little Tiny Egg. It just says Bird Noticer Club, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. But yeah, so I got that sticker. I didn't ask for anything else from them because I figured that my boyfriend had already planned gifts for me and I didn't want to like ask for a bunch of stuff. So I only asked for stickers. But he also ended up getting me this print from Little Tiny Egg. I think I showed this to him and told him that I liked it, but I never like asked for it, even though of course I wanted it. But yeah, this is literally like my favorite thing ever. I think this is like one of my favorite art pieces right now, and Little Tiny Egg, Kristen is their name, is my favorite artist right now. Like I could look at her work forever. It's just like so beautiful and inspires me so much, and I love when I find artists like that. So I'm so excited to put this up in my art room, and I didn't expect to get this at all, so that was really exciting. And then Kristen has like the cutest thank you card. I love when artists have stuff like this that is like an extra piece of art basically, and then their what's this called, business card is super cute as well. And then the back just says Little Tiny Egg, and it's this really cute egg. But yeah, that was the stuff that I got from Kristen. Very exciting. Love this stuff so much. It's literally the cutest and the most beautiful stuff ever. Alright, so then some other art related stuff, some context. If you didn't know, which you might know, I'm from Sweden. I'm currently living in America, but I went back to Sweden in May and I went to this bookstore that we have in Sweden, and I saw this collection from a couple of artists. I think they're like dead at this point, but I saw a collection that the bookstore had come out with from them of like notebooks and bookmarks and just the most beautiful stuff ever. And I didn't really want to spend the money on it in that moment, so I told my mom like, hey, this is something that I would like for my birthday, and she delivered. So from my parents I got this notebook from that collection. It's literally just like the most beautiful art ever. I love it so much. And then I also got this bookmark, and it has some information on the back, so I'm gonna read that. So it's from a married couple called Carl and Karin. Karin is how you would pronounce it in Swedish, and it says that they work together, and one of the ways that they did that was through Karin, which is the wife. She was designing the spectacular environments that Carl later would paint, and the motive from their home in Sweden has come to represent the picture of Sweden and is loved worldwide. So the motive, like the environment in the art, is their garden in Sweden, which I thought was really cool. And then I got a keychain, really cute. And then I got this bigger notebook. And I just thought that this was like the cutest stuff ever, and I wanted it so bad. So thank you, to my parents for giving that to me. Anyway, those are the gifts that I wanted to show you guys. Those were like the art related gifts that I got, and I just like had to show you because they were so beautiful and cute, and I just wanted to share that. But now I'm gonna go continue on this. So this is a birthday present that I'm doing for my boyfriend. It's a portrait of one of his favorite TV characters, like a character in a TV show that we just watched called The Last Kingdom. I think he's seen it like 3 times all the way through, which probably means that he really likes the show, right? So I'm painting one of his favorite characters in the show. I've already put down the base layer and I'm just gonna continue on that. His birthday is in a week, so I should be good. But yeah, I'm just gonna go continue on this, and that's all the talking that I'm gonna be doing for now. See you later. So let's begin with some basic info about this painting before I get into talking about the process, among other things. I started this painting on July 28th and I needed it to be done by August 17th for my partner's birthday, which left me with 3 weeks to finish it. The reason I needed 3 weeks was because I like to take it slow with my more serious paintings, and I don't like to work on them every day, and I knew that I would need a good time span where I wouldn't feel a lot of pressure or stress due to a tight schedule. If I were to work on it every day, I think I would only need about a week, but as I don't like to pressure myself to make art every day with more serious pieces, 3 weeks was the perfect amount of time for me. I finished the painting August 17th on the dot. This painting is made with gouache paint, and I decided to use this medium because I feel like I've been using it so much lately, to the point where I was almost scared to use any other medium, since I had a time frame that I needed this to be done by and I couldn't mess it up. So since it was the medium that I felt the most comfortable with, I decided that that would be the safest option to go with. Now let's talk about this portrait and how I feel about it. If you have watched any of my videos recently, or even just seen the art that I've been posting on Instagram, you might know that realistic portraits are something that I've been straying away from further and further, and I don't create art of famous people unless it's literally a gift for my partner. I haven't felt compelled to make realistic portraits for a long time now, and when I do make portraits, they are still quite realistic, but I like to add some creativity and or colors to make them more interesting to look at, and I incorporate a lot of my style into it. However, that's not what I did with this portrait, since it was a portrait that I was making for someone else, and I don't think that my partner would want something that is super colorful. So I had to paint it in a style which I usually don't do, which is to strictly make it look like the reference photo, capture the likeness of the person as much as possible, and stay as close to the reference photo as I can. As my art has evolved and the process with it, I've strayed further away from this sort of art due to realizing that I simply didn't find it that enjoyable anymore, and it wasn't good for me to create art that I didn't have fun doing. But even though I felt that way towards this type of art, I quite enjoyed the process of this piece, although it did come with some challenges. It was fun to paint in a style that I don't paint in very often, even if it's a style that I don't necessarily want to represent my art anymore. I think I was able to enjoy the process a bit more now, since I barely do this type of art anymore. And I was also so excited to make this for my partner, so that made me feel differently about it. And since this is something that I made for someone else as a gift, it didn't matter to me if it was something that represented my art or not, because it was a gift for someone else. Painting like this again, and by that I mean painting a realistic portrait of someone who's famous, it made me think of a lot of different things. Firstly, it reminded me that when you're painting someone who's famous or well known, and you know that other people have seen that person before and they're familiar with what they look like, it puts a huge pressure on you to capture their likeness. And this is a very challenging task. It's so different when I'm drawing a portrait of some random person who isn't famous, and a lot of people haven't seen that person before. I don't feel that much pressure to make them look like them, if that makes sense. I still try to capture their likeness, but I can relax a lot more and use them as a reference photo where I am the one who makes the rules, and I get to decide how much or how little I want to capture their likeness. Painting someone who's famous for someone who knows that famous person means that I really have to try hard to make it look like them. And having that sort of pressure can be draining, and that's one of the reasons, among many others, that I stopped painting famous or well-known people, because it drove me insane trying to make it look as much as them as possible. But I will occasionally dabble in this insanity to prove my love for my partner. If this isn't proof of my love, I don't know what is. Anyway, as I said earlier, I did enjoy making this painting, but it was also very frustrating at times because I would compare my painting to the reference photo and something would feel off, and then I tried to fix it but it wouldn't get fully fixed, and I would have this feeling in my chest of stress that it wasn't looking like them, and that is all that I wanted for this painting. This is how the process was with many of the drawings that I made in the past of famous people. I think when the sole focus of a portrait becomes to capture the likeness of the person and getting every single detail right, there is so much pressure because I know that I can't try to save this piece by adding colors or something creative to it. I have to rely fully on my capability to make this person look exactly like them, and that is no easy task and extremely challenging. Although it was challenging to make this painting, I knew that the end results were more important than me enjoying the process anyway. So the fact that I struggled with this at times wasn't something that I minded that much, even though it was hard. I wouldn't say this usually, but since I was creating this painting for someone else to enjoy, my focus was on the fact that the end results would be good so that they could enjoy it. It was not for me to have fun doing it. Secondly, making this portrait made me appreciate my skills a lot. I think the reason that I used to make a lot of realistic portraits of famous people in the past was because that was impressive to others. It was kind of a way for me to show off my skills in a way that most people would appreciate it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with realistic portraits of famous people. It's just not my thing anymore, and I've become very reflective of the art that I've made in the past and my reasons for creating it, because I feel so differently about the art that I create now and how the process goes. Anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. When I make realistic portraits like this, I realize that I'm very good at analyzing the reference photo and creating a painting that looks a lot like it. So for those reasons, it made me appreciate those skills that I have, even though I value other skills more now, such as creativity and playfulness. In conclusion, this painting made for a big challenge, and I tested my patience a lot, yet I was able to enjoy the process occasionally, and I was super excited to make this because I was making it for the person that I love the most, and creating art for other people is so much fun. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and seeing my partner's reaction to it made it all worth it. Hi guys, okay, so today is actually the 17th, which is my boyfriend's birthday, and I finished this yesterday. I was working on details for quite a while towards the end, and I just kept adding details, I kept changing a few proportions, and I could never feel fully satisfied. But at the same time I was like, okay, I don't really know what else I can do to this, I don't know what else I could add to make it better. And that's when you usually know you're done, because when you can't really pinpoint what exactly it is you need to change, you should probably stop, because there's always going to be things that you could do differently and do better, and at some point you just gotta stop and be done with it. So yeah, I'm finally done with this. It was a little bit frustrating towards the end because, as I said, I kept adding details, but yeah, I'm gonna give this to him today. I'm gonna go wrap it now, or not wrap it, I'm gonna go frame it, and then I'm gonna wrap it and give it to him. I'm not gonna film me giving it to him because I just I don't want to do that. But yeah, I hope he'll like it, and I hope you like it. I think it turned out really, really good. I really like it. It's yeah, it was fun to make, even though it was frustrating at some points. So yeah, gonna go frame it and wrap it now. Bye. Hello there. How are we doing? Today is August 22nd. It's currently 9:46 a.m. I don't know why I said that. I guess I just wanted to update you on what day it is. Anyway, I got a new sketchbook a few days ago. This is the Art Creation or Art Talent sketchbook. It was very affordable. I put my Spider-Man sticker in here. But yeah, I just wanted to get a sketchbook, not because I'm done with this one from what is this, Strathmore, but I just wanted to get a sketchbook that was a bit smaller because I don't always want to work in the size that sketchbook is. Like, it's a bit bigger, or sometimes it just feels too big. So I got this and it feels like a really good size, so I'm very excited about it. It has a very cute blue color. I'm gonna put stickers on it, but I've had like the worst indecisiveness, so I haven't done that yet because I am really bad at making decisions, especially with stickers. Like, that is business. You gotta really think about that stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, I guess, or tell you that I got a new sketchbook. The pages are like kind of yellow. Probably doesn't pick up on camera. Maybe if I compare it to this one, you'll be able to tell. I don't know if you can see that, but the pages are pretty yellow in this smaller one, which I've never had that. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that's gonna look, but I think it's gonna be fine. The pages aren't like too thick, but I don't think they're too thin either, so I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. I think it's just gonna be like a super chill sketchbook that I use. And yeah, as I said, I just got it because I wanted something that's a little bit smaller and something that I can do like more kind of like mindless doodles in, because my Strathmore one is a bit more serious. Just wanted to show you guys my new sketchbook. She is beautiful. Hopefully she's also good. I don't know that yet. But yeah, I'm gonna go probably make some art, but not in this. I just wanted to show you guys this because I'm excited about sketchbooks, and that's that. Okay, bye. This next spread that I made is of a rabbit and a fish. You'll see the fish later. At the time of making this, I had just taken a little bit of a break from art. There was a 2-week period at the beginning or middle of August that I was barely creating any art at all. Other than the portrait that I just showed you, I wasn't making anything. The reason that I wasn't creating much or at all was because I didn't feel any ounce of inspiration, and I was so tired. This summer I was able to create what I consider a lot of art, and I was also making a lot of YouTube videos, so I think that might have caught up to me, and suddenly I just felt so exhausted and there was no part of me that wanted to create. I wasn't just mentally exhausted though. My body was hurting a lot, and especially my wrist and arm that I used to create art with. It was burning anytime I used it, and it would get tired just from me writing 2 pages in my journal. And I've been able to write 10 pages before without a problem, so I knew that I was due for a break. So instead of forcing myself to make things, I let it be, and I took as much time as I needed to recharge my creative battery. And I made art again once I felt like I had had enough time away from it. And I highly recommend doing this if it's something that you can do. I know that for people with art as their job, it might not be a realistic thing to do, but as art is not my job and something that I'm currently doing just because of my love for it, I was able to take a guilt and stress-free break, and it was wonderful. I've been making art consistently now for, I would say, about 6 years, and there's always been periods where I've felt less motivated to make art and inspiration has been hard to find. And that is a very common thing for any sort of creative work. I don't think anyone feels inspired and motivated every day. After all these years, I've realized that taking a break when I feel this way is not a bad thing, and it can be very beneficial. I don't always need a break though. It's all about listening to my own body, because sometimes I can definitely push through those feelings and I'm fine, but this time I knew that it would be better for me to just not create art for a little bit, rather than pushing through it. My favorite thing about taking breaks, other than the fact that I get to rest, is the fact that once I start making art again, it feels so much more fun than before the break, and I can enjoy it again. I also want to talk about how a summer in my sketchbook went. If you don't know what that means, a summer in my sketchbook was a series that I created for my YouTube channel this summer. I posted 6 videos for it, and the whole concept was very easy. It was just me creating art in my sketchbook this summer and posting videos on the things that I made in my sketchbook. I didn't really have any goals in mind other than that I wanted to use my sketchbook a lot and just create a lot of art, which I did. And I wanted to create things that I loved that weren't like what I had made a lot of art of in the past, such as portraits. And I think I succeeded with that as well. I was watching the first video that I made in this series again, and in that video I said, I'm hoping for some sort of insight to happen as to what direction I wish to take my art in and what I can do to make it a bit different. As for the first part of that statement, it says that I wanted insight in what direction I wish to take my art in. I don't know what I was expecting with that or what that means. As of right now, I'm an international student in college in the US, and I'm not allowed to work here since I'm not a citizen, so I can't really focus on art from a business point of view. So really the only direction that I'm able to take my art in right now is to just keep doing it and improving. But I guess maybe that's the insight that I needed to come to. I don't feel that differently about what direction I wish to take my art in now compared to when I said that. I just want to keep improving, and one day when my situation looks different and I'm able to pursue art in a different way, I'll be able to ponder on that more, I guess. But as for the next part of that statement, when I said I was hoping to do something different with my art, I feel as if I was able to succeed with that this summer. I did a lot of art of subjects that I haven't done much art of before, such as animals, scenery, and buildings, and I created a lot of art using my own photos, which I haven't done much of before either, besides self-portraits. So I'm happy with the progress I was able to make in this area. Before this summer, I was feeling stagnant in my art and the subjects that I was painting. I wasn't stepping out of my comfort zone as much as I would like, and I do still feel like I want to step out of my comfort zone way more than I am, but at least I have made some progress with that and put in conscious effort to make a change happen. So I would say that this summer was a success and my art evolved in ways that I'm happy with. I was able to create a lot of art in general, but I was also able to create a lot of art that I enjoyed making and enjoyed the results of. I had so much fun working in my sketchbook, and I feel like I enjoy art more now compared to before the summer started, all thanks to the effort that I put in. Hi guys, welcome to the outro. So I thought that I would discuss this spread a bit because I didn't really talk about it in the video since I was talking about other things. So this is this spread. I am in love with this, honestly. I had a lot of fun painting this rabbit. It was something that I wanted to draw for a while. I had saved the reference photo and then was just like thinking about drawing it for a while. I really loved the pose of it, and the fur was, I wouldn't say it was fun to paint, but I really enjoy how it turned out. And then the fish, I don't have a lot to say about the fish. I do really think it turned out good, but I just like the process was so simple on that. But I am in love with the background. I think it looks so good. I love pink and oranges together, like pink and yellow, pink and orange. I think it's so beautiful. So yeah, I'm super happy with this spread. And I think like the background is what does it, because if this was just like the rabbit and the fish on the spreads, that would be kind of weird. I mean, it still is, but the background really pulls it together. And I also think that the choice to do a rabbit and a fish is very random. I know it probably looks really random. I was gonna do a cow on this page, but then I sketched the cow and it was just like so big, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So then I did a fish. And it's really random, but I kind of love it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. School starts for me soon, which means that I'm not gonna be able to upload as regularly, but I'm still gonna try to upload at least like every other week. So we'll see if that works or not. Maybe I'll make like school related videos, because I am studying something art related. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!